Hi guys, it's Michelle, and so I'm just here very quickly to do a wee bit of a makeup tutorial. Yeah, so I have been asked by quite a few people if I would do a bit of an updated kind of makeup sort of thing, and I keep saying I'm going to do makeup videos and then I don't do them. So here we go, how to go from this face to this face. Okay, so first of all, what I am going to do my eyes first. I always do my eyes first because, well, in all honesty, I'm really messy and I get stuff everywhere, like properly all over my foundation. So I'm going to do my eyes first. I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape just as a wee base for the shadows. And also guys, I'm super pale right now, as you can see. This is the Fair. I just like using this because it gives good coverage, yeah, and it actually well as a base. So I've got a couple of new products I'm going to try out. So I'm going to use one of the INGLOT Freedom White Matte shade 373. I'm going to use another INGLOT Freedom shade and it's shade 319, and I'm just going to apply this kind of into the crease. Now if you have a wee look at my eyes just now, not that I really have brows, but if I lift them you can see my mobile lid, which is this part here. But if I just relax my face, my kind of brows fall down a wee bit and you can see I've got a slight bit of a hood. Nothing major, but I do have a bit of a hood. I've always had that. So yeah, so what I'm going to do is, rather than go just in at the socket line and just inside the crease, I take it slightly above when I'm doing a sort of transition type shade, because otherwise it just gets lost in there. It gets lost in my hoodie. This is a Tarte double-ended brush that I'm using here. So this isn't anything too drastic, this is literally just a transition shade. So I've got a load of new wigs in and stuff in stock, and I'm going to be doing more wig reviews. I've got more coming up, headwear stuff and the likes. Massimo Headwear they had started doing these collaborations with Pink Pewter, and Pink Pewter's owned by Maria, and she has done so much. I believe she's done a lot of the kind of headwear and the likes for many kind of TV programmes, and there are many kind of famous people in Hollywood and all that wear her stuff. She really does create the most beautiful things. So Massimo have collaborated with her in the past, each season, the last 2-3 seasons maybe, and come up with some gorgeous styles. And this season's really exciting because they've actually got some really gorgeous headwear done with Maria, and the headbands with the headwear. You can wear obviously with the headwear as they come, but what you can also do is wear the bands just with a wig in the likes, or if you have hair. It's really amazing. It's really exciting, so I'm quite excited about doing those videos coming up very soon. I just love them. They are absolutely beautiful, and Massimo Headwear just seems to be getting better and better, and like, I am their brand ambassador. It's not a paid role or anything like that, and I do buy I am given some of the headwear for free, and that is really kind of the guys there to do that, but I do also buy some headwear as well for myself because I do really love it. What I'm going to do now is, I got this new palette. I got a new palette and it's one of the ones by Younique, and it was a friend of mine started selling the Younique makeup, and I thought I'll give it a go just to see what it's like. And yeah, the shades that are in this one, I opted for the kind of cooler toned type shades because I just really love these. So what I'm going to do is use the shade Tickled here on the end, and I'm just going to kind of build up in at the crease there. I'm using the same brush again. It's quite pretty, quite like it. I'm focusing this mostly on the outside of my eyeball, thinking what I'm going to do is make my eye look a wee bit more lifted. So I'll be bringing some extra up here because I want it to be sort of more lifted in appearance. So the other end of this Tarte brush I am going to use, and I am just using the shade Smitten here, which is a kind of really shimmery, cool type shade. It's a very cool whitishy, silvery, almost a lilac-y hue. What I'm going to do with this Smitten shade as well is under the brow that I've not even drawn on yet. Now back to the Tickled shade. So I've just got another wee kind of angled brush here. It's a non-branded one, and the shade Irate, which is at the end, it's like a kind of matte black shade. I am just going to pop some on here. Back to this pink Tickled shade, and I'm just going to go over that kind of black Irate shade. I don't necessarily want it to be totally black, and if I go over it with the Tickled, it just creates much darker, but not straight black. Using my Carity E25 kind of a flat brush here, I'm going to use the shade Smitten Eye Still to draw these brows on. Highlight is just here. I don't want it to be too crazy thick. Right, so now I'm going to do the brows. I'm actually going to be super quick and I'm going to use the Rimmel eyebrow pencil because I'm lazy and it's quick. So if you have alopecia, then you may have to mark out your brows. Once you've been doing it for a while, you kind of just start to play around and you tend to not need to mark it so much as you get used to it. I used to mark my eyebrows and even still I would struggle to have anything straight. They looked crazy all the time. Sometimes they still do look pretty crazy when I do them and I'm just like, that's cool. Or just pretend I meant it. So a super quick way to do brows for me, what I always use, if I use pencil, I will then use this lip coat, which is actually a kind of coating for a lipstick to make it long wearing and last most of the day. I just paint this on over my brow here and this will totally waterproof my eyebrows. I'm not finished with the brows yet. I am going to draw on some kind of hair strokes, just really in on the mobile lid. Maybe slightly in at the socket line but not really above it. Just darken up that mobile lid slightly. And obviously the inside I have the much lighter shade. I'm going to then get this cheeky shade which is a kind of shimmery, purpley, darker tone. The very middle of my mobile lid here. What I can maybe do just now is my liner. I've actually put a wee bit of that along the top of my eyes on the mobile lid as well, because then the liquid liner adheres so well. So this is a really cheap drugstore one as well, which is pretty cool. It's Maybelline Lasting Drama waterproof matte liner. Now it really is very matte and that's what I love about it actually. I used to always wear glossy eyeliners, now I'm kind of on the matte thing. So what I'm actually going to use as a primer today is the L'Oreal Lumi Magique Base Pure Light Primer. Now this, if you have dry skin, is amazing. I'm going to use a fairly matte foundation today. So this is just lovely underneath it actually. I've already moisturised in the likes earlier and done layers and layers of moisturising and my skin is so dry that it's just soaking everything in. But that's fine. This is nice and I do like this. I'm probably going to be wearing the Huda Faux Filter foundation today. I adore the Huda Beauty foundation. I do like to be well moisturised underneath and I do use different primers often depending, I just kind of go with how my skin is. And actually in all honesty with the Huda Beauty one, sometimes I don't even bother with a primer underneath it. Sometimes I actually just moisturise my face and then use the Huda Faux Filter foundation and it is just honestly gets such a gorgeous finish. Now the Huda Beauty foundation, I never tried it when it came out and I think the whole it being called matte just really scared me and put me off quite a lot because my skin does get so dry. I'd managed to kind of get on top of my skin and actually was really excited because my skin had gotten really quite, my skin had started to get oily and I know a lot of people probably think but honestly see if you are a dry skin girl and your skin starts to get oily and shiny, it's like oh my goodness, it's kind of like a dream come true. It's for me anyway. I loved it. And I had done that by just drinking a lot of water and trying to be a bit healthier and taking cod liver oil capsules every single day, high quality cod liver oil. However, back in November last year I changed to a vegan diet, mostly for health reasons to be totally honest with you guys, and it's really helped my health massively, but I don't take the cod liver oil tablets anymore. I have started taking Evening Primrose tablets about a month ago, and that is definitely helping my skin again because my skin started to dry right out. Now there we go, that is fine for the kind of primer thing. Now normally with the Huda Beauty foundation I was wearing shade This is hilarious, by the way. I was wearing shade 250G, which is Cheesecake. I seemed to get really, really pale, so I switched to 150G, which was Creme Brulee. And I put that on the other day and it was far too dark for me, so I'm now on the 130G Panna Cotta. So what I'm going to do is, a little of this goes a long way, pop a wee bit there and a bit there. I actually bought the NYX Professional Makeup buffing brush and I am a wee bit in love with that just now. It is such a good brush. High coverage creamy concealer, which I actually quite like. I bought this and it just came the other day. I quite like the metal tip on it. It's nice and oops, cooling. I've literally just squirted a big chunk of that out. You hardly need any of this stuff. I'm just using my IT Cosmetics brush here. Oh, I'm so excited. That was the doorbell. And it's makeup. Okay, so for my under eye, I'm really quite dry, as I've said already. What I'm going to use though just now is the VICHY Dermablend powder. I love this. It is so finely milled. It is perfect. And it doesn't totally do the whole, it doesn't make you totally liney and it's not over powdering kind of thing. I love this powder. It's probably my favourite kind of translucent type powder to be using on my under eyes, if I'm honest. I'm so excited. What I just got was a Harvey Nichols delivery and I got the Fenty Beauty Glossbomb in the shade Fussy. What I also got was, perfect timing, the Marc Jacobs Omega bronzer. Now I went for the lighter shade of this bronzer because, well, like, look at me. I'm toothpaste face. Oh my goodness, it's got a slight coconut smell to it. It's really lovely. Marc Jacobs. The Marc Jacobs Beauty. Marc Beauty is just really quite amazing. So look at the size of this. I mean, it's massive. 25 grams. Loving it. This to me is the perfect bronzer. I did have one before and I lost it and I don't even like talking about it, man. It was the darker shade I had. No, it was this shade I had. Yeah, I don't know what I did. I was away somewhere and I lost it, and I also had a Cover FX illuminating powder, which they don't even do anymore, and I had bought a couple of the big huge ones and I lost them, so I was quite gutted. Right, I'm going to do down the side of my nose with this as well. I'm pretty sure I could give away every other bronzer on the planet that I own and I wouldn't even care, because this is perfect. I love it. I love it, love it, love it, love it. I'm just going to use my Becca, but actually what I'm going to use is an awesome highlight that I got. This is the Flower Beauty Shimmer and Strobe Highlighting Palette. It has 3 shades in it. When I've got a bit of colour, I use this one. It's not overly gold. It's got a pinky shade, which is a bit too pink for me, but it's nice as a blush topper. I'm using this just now because I'm super pale. This has a gorgeous formula. The Flower Beauty stuff is a kind of drugstore range. I actually got some of it when I was in Florida last year, and then when I was over in San Diego I bought some more Flower Beauty. It is now available in the UK from Superdrug, and honestly the quality of the ingredients is just phenomenal. So this is a brand owned by the beautiful Drew Barrymore. This is just the brightest ever, and it's just, but it's beautiful. It's not, oh my goodness, I'm so in love with this stuff. Blush, blush, blush. And actually the blush that I was going to use today is this new one I got, Gosh I'm Blushing shade 002 Amour. Lashes today, I'm going to go for some of my own brand, my Wigs. Oh my goodness, before I even do that, oh my goodness, let's do my usual signature, as I like to say, my white eyeliner. Okay, so I'm going to do my beauty spot things, because I don't know if you can see, but they are genuinely actual freckly molly type things, and they do stick to my foundation and they are raised, so Rather than trying to disguise them and hide them, I'm just like, might as well just go over them. And this one here always shines through my makeup here. A Kat Von D tattoo liner in the shades Trooper Black. Now I'm just going to draw some hair strokes on now. Now what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to go back over this with my lip coat, which just waterproofs the brows, so that if I go rubbing them or I'm sweaty or anything whatsoever, they ain't going to budge. They're just going to stay right in place. And that's them. So what I'm going to do now is my false lashes, my falsies. So for falsies today, I actually thought for fun I would do some under lashes. I've not worn under lashes for so long, like, you know, the underneath ones. A lot of the time I will draw on false lashes and that's fine. I used to wear the under lashes an awful lot. I'm just too lazy and can't be bothered most of the time these days. I don't even wear lashes all the time these days. So I'm going to wear my MiMo eye wigs, as you guys can see. These are shades. These are style Yasmin. Now Yasmin is actually the name of my eldest daughter, so these are named after her. She's got the most gorgeous lashes herself. Anyway, there we go. These feel so weird on. It's just been so long since I've worn them. So I'm going to use my Barry M. This is a really cheap lip liner in the shade Bespoke. So I've kind of ended up drawing over my whole lips with that lip liner, actually, to be fair. I'm going to use my Tarteist lip paint in the shade OG. This is a very kind of pale, greyish, pale pinky mauve-ish shade. This is probably one of my favourite shades of all time. That's really nice, I love that.